I'm Patty Barr. I'm the director of ICATER, which is the Iowa Center for Assistive Technology Education and Research here in the College of Education at the University of Iowa. My contact information is there on the screen. That's my email, my phone number. This is our website, and probably the easiest social media to get a hold of us on is Facebook. And we have some tips of the day and some other things that we're trying to put up on Facebook on a regular basis. We've also got some information on Pinterest and Twitter. But today we're going to talk about the Dynavox Compass, the Tobii Dynavox Compass app. It's this one right here. There are a couple different versions of it. You can purchase just the standard Compass app, and that's $180. Or you can get it with pod pages, which I talked about a couple weeks ago, and that's $300. You can also get it with Gateway page sets, and that's about $300. There's also a 30-day trial for this app, and if you're a speech-language pathologist, there is a way to get a free download. So get a hold of your Tobii Dynavox rep, and if you're a speech-language pathologist that's licensed, make sure you get a copy of this for free, because it's, so take advantage of that with your licensure. So again, here's the Compass app, and I have it with Pod. But today I wanted to just show you kind of the general page sets. When you first start using Pod or Compass, it's going to take you through Wizard. It takes about 3 minutes to set up, so I'm not going to do that today. But what I did was I just kind of said middle of the road, middle of the road, middle of the road. So you've got anywhere from urgent to context dependent to context independent to independent users, and then each one of those users you can choose whether you grid or if you want visual scenes. And I chose a grid, and I chose kind of, again, in between. This is a 5x5, but I'll show you how you can kind of change those. Even if you've gone through that wizard and you've said that this is what you want your page to look like, start using it with your student or client, you can change this kind of on the fly. Show you how to do that. When you're looking at the grids, this is kind of what first comes up. And I just want to go into the quick fires to begin with. So here's the quick fires. And these are just quick things you might want to say. And unfortunately, something going on with my iPad. It's not talking to me today. But and say things like, yay, I don't know, you're welcome. So when you click on each one of those, it's just going to say it quick and go back. And there's phrases. So you can go to quick phrases and say what your name is. You can say that you like something. You can say hi to somebody. You can go into some other tabs. So any of these with a tab on them is going to take you to another screen. So greetings and social. Oh, that's where I am. Here's personal needs. And then you can go on to feelings, or you can put in your own phrases. So under feelings, you've got things like I'm confused, I love you, lots of different things. I'm just going to go back now. Under word lists that you can say there, from things about animals, actions, body parts. This home, let's just go to home and see what we get. So there's things about the attic, the basement, the bathroom. Talk about different areas of your house. Next page, and it'll talk to you about some of those things in each one of those rooms in your house. So I'm going to go back and go back again, and skip over this one for a minute. Go to core, and you can just see you've got some simple words that you can put together. So I'd say I can do this. And then if my speech was working, I would tap up on the top and it would speak. You can clear it or add some punctuation, go back, you can close this. So we're going to close it and then we're going to go back. And you've also got a keyboard. So there's lots and lots of different ways that you can communicate with this app. It's pretty cool. So this is an ABC keyboard. You've got your N through Z on the other page. So, and you just type in IGHNT, backspace T. I can do this right. So if I touch that and it was speaking, it would say I can do this right. And it is a synthesized speech. So the other thing I want to show you on here, these are topics. Choose. I just chose these four. And so, for example, if I go into asking for help, these are some general things about this topic. And there's some questions. So explain that, repeat that, write. And go back to general. And this would say, I need some help. Excuse me. And go back to home. Go to the birthday party. And this is things you'd say at the birthday party. Again, there's general things. And then there's specific things, maybe you'd have at a birthday party, things that you do at the party. And then these are something that's kind of cool. This is supports. So you might need a timer. Okay, when is the birthday cake? Okay, all right. We're going to just say this timer. We're going to say the birthday cake is in. We're going to set this. I'm doing right click, I'm sorry. So here's set. I'm clicking it on the computer, sorry. So I can enter a time, it's in seconds or minutes. So if I put in seconds and I put in a 4, I set it and I start, and in 4 seconds, I know that birthday cake is going to be served. That in minutes, just some supports student. So you've got cake time, you got to eat your dinner, and then you can have your cake. If you don't eat, you don't get any cake. Things about the birthday party as to what's going to happen. Just some fun supports. So we're going to go back here to the home and go to bubbles. And again, you've got general things about bubbles and then actions about bubbles. So each one of them has general, specific. Here's cards. General things about cards, and then the playing cards, the friends and chat. So here's go to playing cards, friends and chat, and again, some of those supports, just like you saw in the birthday. So we're going to go back. So you say, well, wait a minute, I want to add some more topics. This is where you can go to your dashboard and levels. And this is where you can change the level of the grid. But I wanted to show you where you can add some topics. So we're going to add topics. Select some topics from the library. And these are the ones that I chose, but we can just keep going down. And maybe it's getting dressed. Dressing. What's that? Dressing. And maybe you want to talk about football. You want to keep going down and add things about my feelings and park. And you can, of course, create your own topic. Maybe going to the zoo. Okay, so I close out of this and I say, yep, let's save this and apply it. And we've got some more topics. So we added 5 topics just like that. And each one of these is going to have, again, that general stuff and then some more specific things and then some supports. So we're going to go back to home. The other thing I wanted to show you on this dashboard was that you can also change these levels. Actually, on the dashboard, you can add in photos, and turn your volume up and down here, and toggle. I wonder if that's why. Okay, that's what I want. We turn our volume up, see what we get. This is where you can back up stuff. You can go to your accessibility settings. Go to my Tobii Dynabox, and I'm going to go to levels. And the other thing I wanted to show you on is this. So maybe I decide, on level 3, I really want to go to. And on a level 4, I'm going to get a 6x6 grid. If I go up to a level 5, I'm going to get a 7x7 grid. If I go down to a level 2, I get a 4x4 grid. Level 1, I get it goes down to emergent and a 3x3 grid. Level 2, emergent transitional grid. Like I said, I went to the kind of the mid-level, context dependent. And level 4 again is transitional independent. 5, the independent. So I'm just going to apply this just so you can see kind of the just think of the different topics you could have in here. A lot of topics. Let's go back down to the dashboard, get down to levels again, and put it on the one, just so you can see kind of what you can do just on the fly with this app. And so you don't have as many topics. So where are the rest of the topics? At this next page, and it just keeps going next page, until you've got all your topics. Still got your quick fires, your quick phrases, your word lists. But next page is going to take us back to that beginning. So a lot of things that you can do with this app. So my question is, do you have any questions for me? Michael, anyone else that's joined us? Put it in the chat window if you would. Let's see if I went over everything that I wanted to. I think I did. This little thing up here is another way to get to your dashboard. I'm just going to go there. You can. This is where you're going to modify things on your page, or you go settings, and this is where you could back up and restore things. Back up and restore is where you're going to change between general pages, pod pages, set, gateway page sets if you have them. You've got your voice settings, so you could change between different voices. So here's from Kendra right now, but here's different voices. You can have Chinese voices, Norwegian, United States English voice. Let's try it. Again, my iPad is not speaking to me today. Done with that. But different pages. This is where you would do a lot of heavy. I'm going to go back, and we're back to our page set again. And this dashboard is another way to get to some of those things that you might add. And this allows your user to have access to some of that stuff. You can always go to that dashboard. You can change that and take that off. So we can, again, go to those levels, and we can say what it is that we want. This rating scale, which I thought was kind of cool, is for pain scale. So you can have a pain scale, 5 pain scale, 10 pain scale. This one is text. And it says great, okay, and terrible. And then text with symbols over here. It says, again, great, okay, and terrible. So you can save those and have those on your page if you want. And I'm going to go back to the level 3 and back just on the fly. So if there's no, let's see, so this is mostly used for IEP kids, low vision kids, I mean. This would be for students that are nonverbal. So Tobii Dynavox is a company that typically makes augmentative and alternative communication devices. This is an app that you can put on your iPad so that it's a lot like one of their communication devices. What's kind of cool is that you can get the 30-day trial, try this. Student that really needs an augmentative communication system, and you buy Tobii Dynavox, like a T10. It's almost the same size as an iPad, and it comes with this app. One of the great things about it is you can, let's say, a speech language pathologist that is programming this, adding things, programming specific things for the student. They can be working on it and then upload it to the users, the end user's device without having to take that device away while they're, which is really cool. So when you buy the device or when insurance buys the device, it comes with this app. So there's, you can get device and app, or you can get just the app on an iPad, however you want to do it. And sometimes that has to do with how you're going to be paid. So insurance is going to pay for it. Some states will allow iPads with augmentative communication apps to be paid for. Others have to get a dedicated device. As far as cost, this is this app. If these page sets is $180, the 30-day trial for free, or just the general page sets is $180 for the app. If you get this with Pod, so you get these page sets as well as Pod page sets, it's $300. And if you get this with, again, these general page sets as well as Gateway, then it's $300. So these are general page sets, but there's also some page sets that are called Navigator that are available. So there's lots of different page sets. Within each one of those page sets, so that you can customize it depending on the needs of your student or your client.